Tuesday. Welcome to the Amber Shows. Got a lot of information, a lot of news, a lot of exciting entertainment stuff. So let's get started. Sherri Shepherd is returning to The View part-time. They're doing a whole new shake-up again on The View. So this time, as I told you before, Rosie Perez will be gone, and they're saying something about Rayvon Simone. I don't know. I think she may be staying. I know Whoopi's staying, and I think maybe Nicole may be leaving. I don't know. But anyway, Joy Behar, they did talk to her, but the negotiations fell through. But Sherri Shepherd did agree to come back part-time. You know, she had to pay child support to her husband, ex-husband, where they had gotten a surrogate child. Okay. These are some exciting things. President Obama is to become the first sitting president to visit a prison. He will be visiting the Federal Correctional Institution, El Reno, near Oklahoma City. The White House announced this today. The trip will follow a speech on Tuesday at the NAACP's annual convention in Philadelphia. That's today. Our president will lay out his ideas to make our country fairer, smarter, and more cost-effective while keeping the American people safe and secure. The president wants criminal justice reform as his priority, saying minority, community, drug crimes, and their sentences are just too much. Obama also pardoned 46 federal inmates yesterday. I looked over the list. I was looking for some people that I knew. I didn't see their names, unfortunately, but I had heard that he also had pardoned 26 other people a couple months ago, so maybe they were on that list. I'm going to see if I could look it up and find it. But congratulations to those who were pardoned. I hope you come out and be productive citizens, and everybody does deserve a second chance when you are a nonviolent, been convicted of a nonviolent crime like drugs, especially back in the 80s. That's what we're talking about. Okay. These are the 12 questions every hospital patient should ask. So if you know someone you have a relative or a friend that has to go to the hospital and you're with them, or you have yourself, you're in the hospital, you should, after admission, ask the names of your primary hospital doctor and other specialists to make sure that your physician team, who make up your physician team. Again, after admission, ask the names of your primary hospital doctor and other specialists that make up your physician team at the hospital. Ask your doctor what is your main diagnosis, and are there any other newly diagnosed issues. Feel free to express your fears, your anxieties about your diagnosis to the physicians and nursing staff. Don't let the anxiety build until it becomes uncontrollable. Ask your nurse or doctor, how are my illnesses responding to treatment? Ask the nursing staff in particular about how your condition is progressing and how you can facilitate your recovery. It's your fundamental right to obtain information regarding your condition. It's called the Patient Bill of Rights. Also, ask to speak with the hospital social worker if you have questions about insurance or billing related to your stay. If you need assistance with payments, discuss the options available to you with the social worker before you leave the hospital as well. Ask to see the nurse's manager or charge nurse if you're experiencing any ongoing issues with you or communications about your conditions. Also, as you approach discharge, ask if you should continue taking any of the medications, including vitamins and supplements you took before you were admitted. This info should be included in your discharge instructions, but take the time to fully understand this aspect of your care to avoid potentially disastrous or even fatal complications later. Ask the staff to show you and your caregivers how to perform any task prescribed for you after you leave the hospital, like changing bandages or giving injections, etc. Ask the nurse to stay with you in the room while you practice those things to make sure that you have it right. Ask if it's safe to perform ordinary tasks once you get home, like bathing, dressing, driving, or exercising. Also, make sure you have arranged for help at home for these things if you need them before you are discharged. Ask if you should use any equipment such as a walker, a brace, or a health monitor. Make sure you have read or you have had it read to you and that you understand all of your discharge information. Ask about follow-up appointments or additional testing. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys a lot with, you might have elderly parents or children or even yourself when you're going to the hospital and when you're there and while you're being discharged. All right, so now on Fusion TV, if you guys can tune into it, they had the biggest documentary on El Chappo. He is so fascinating to me. Okay, look, I'm not condoning gangsterism, drugs, violence, murders, but I'm born and raised in Detroit. I came from a gangster family, which is well known, and I came from like a black mob family, okay, like mob wives. So what happened is I know they are real people. You know, they have, even though they may be a mobster, they have real feelings. They act like normal people when they're around their family members. They're just in a different type of business. So El Chappo is just, he's kind of like mysterious to me and intriguing, just like Al Capone or Bonnie and Clyde. You know, these people have been, you know, had people looked up to them, and people, you know, honored them with movies and television programs and things like that. So it's the same thing with him. So now El Chappo, he's really interesting.